All right, here we are, Raider Nation. Welcome back to Lady Raider Softball, live on the NFHS Network, powered by Play on Sports, brought to you by BCTV Red Raider Broadcasting. My name is Brent Johnson. I have Johnny Kabigteen and Tate Taylor going to be helping me produce the show. And here in Game 2, yes, Game 2, if you're just joining us, Lady Raiders defeated the Toombs County Lady Bulldogs 6-2 in Game 1, best-of-3 series. One more game will advance the Lady Raiders to Monday versus the Vidalia Lady Indians. Advancing today guarantees us a spot in the state playoffs, which is always good, but Monday's matchup will be huge, and I'll talk more about that as we go. I want to thank our sponsors first and foremost, excuse me, for the Lady Raider softball season, Mr. David Hand, Insurance Agency. He is a State Farm provider. I want to thank him for his support of our broadcasting and ultimately Lady Raider softball. I want to thank our title sponsors for the athletic school year, Coley Electric and Plumbing Supply, Family Vision Care, and Andy Cawthorn Auto Sales. I'm going to be showing you a couple different angles. If you're just joining us this particular game, I've been fortunate enough to be able to purchase some new technology that we're able to spread some cameras out, and we did have a third camera, but due to the potential weather, we took it down off the dugout just in case it started raining. We couldn't get to it quick enough. Got a shot of the dugout. It's kind of unique. Where we got it, it's kind of hugging a pole over there, so we're getting tops of hats and a few heads and that sort of thing, but give you a unique look here. We're getting tops of hats and a few heads and that sort of thing, but give you a unique look here in the Lady Raider dugout. Hopefully they'll be fired up for this Game 2, and we're about to get things started here in Game 2 as AJJOHNSON is going to lead off for us once again this game. Pretty sure we're going to have the same lineup as Game 1. I'm going to assume that. Kind of go with it. Lady Raiders won the first game 6-2. Let's see if we can't take care of business here. Change up, ball high in the zone for Aniston. Struggled her first game. Popped the ball. Well, she kind of drove the ball, but got under it. This ball is hammered. Way out, left out of play. You have to forgive me on the balls and strikes at the moment. I have my young men running around here. I'll try to give you the calls. I understand there's some weather might be coming in. Maybe we can get this game in. We had a nearly an hour rain delay in Game 1. Ball inside. There's a base on ball for Aniston to lead Game 2 off. Yes, we are the away team in this game, in Game 2. That's why we're batting first in the top of the first. And she's going to steal. Ball gets away from the catcher. Stolen base for Aniston. This is Strozier, number 23, batting second with Zoe Hodges on deck. Ball inside. I wanted us to be a little more patient in Game 1. The pitcher of record there wasn't real. It wasn't very consistent. Didn't throw the ball super hard. A lot of times we swung at the first pitch. there was the one to hammer home, but 3-0, she was taken all the way. 3 balls, 1 strike. I want to thank all our subscribers for tuning in live and on demand later. And there's a ball that popped up to the shortstop. She bounces her way backwards until she makes the play there in the screen. 1 out. Hodges to the plate. Harper on deck. Clement in the hole. Ball is hit sharply down that left field line. Ball is hammered into right center all the way to the fence for Hodges. Runner's going to score. It'll be a stand-up double for Zoe. It's going to bring Harper to the plate, winning pitcher in game 1. Called strike on that outside corner. I can at least update the score on the score bug. Ball was fouled off of Harper's leg. Again, if you're just joining us, the Raiders are finished the season officially the 3rd seed coming into the region tournament, virtue of a 3-way tie for first place, and we just kind of got bucked out. There's a chopper up the middle. Tough play by the shortstop, but she makes it. Runner's going to score, though. Harper gets the sack, the RBI. It's going to bring Clement to the plate. Run differentiation caused us to be 3rd. And there's the 3rd out of the inning. Raiders tack on 2 here in the top of the 1st. We go to the bottom of the 2nd. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back in just a moment. fine. I mean, yeah, yeah. I got you. I got you. 10-4. Uh, but okay, that's good enough. I feel good about tomorrow night. I'm ready. Yeah. Yeah, and I mean, it is a good thing. Right? If the wrong person gets a hold of it, they won't be doing it anymore. But yeah, that's good that they are. Jason Taylor sent it to me. Yeah, that's awesome, and yeah, it's no, they don't. They don't. They absolutely don't. We can go over there and beat them. It's going to be tough. It's going to it. They they're going to be as good, maybe a little better than Jeff Davis. So um, you know, so we'll just if we just got to show up, continue to execute like we did, and we'll be fine. This is Toombs. Yeah, and we should take care of business here. Then we'll go to Vidae on Monday, play another best of three. But yeah, well, we win today. That's right. We win today, and we're in the state playoffs, and then starting next week, it'll determine whether we're 1, 2, 3, or 4 seed in the state. So, all right, man. Well, I'll holler at you. Thank you now. All right, Raider Nation. Sorry about that. A little bit of silence there. We're in the bottom of the first inning. 1-1 is the count. One out. And again, I need to add another score there. 2-0 for the Lady Raiders as we are in the bottom of the first. Two balls, two strikes now. And I don't know if I've mentioned this. I think I went around the horn a while ago. Gracie Hand is on the mound for the Lady Raiders. There's a strikeout for her. This ball is hit sharply to the shortstop. Anderson turns and makes the play. What a play by Johnson. And let's try our replay out right here. And I forgot to hit record. We'll try it next time. What a great play by Aniston. Got a shot of the girls here as they come in from play. They like the camera. You'll see them maybe in a moment play around with it there. But I hope you're enjoying the different views. I really like the view we had earlier up over the dugout, back pointing, getting a side shot of the pitcher's mound and home plate, which is really pretty cool. I just in fear of not being able to get it in time out of the weather. We did take it down. Yeah, there you see some shenanigans right there. But AJ and Zoe, and they have no idea that they're on live, so I'm going to flip it back. They're having some fun there. But congratulations to these girls on that big victory in the first game, and hopefully we can continue this effort and with some enthusiasm as we move into the region tournament. It's so important to be seeded 1 or 2 going into the state playoffs. You can avoid some roadblocks heading into Columbus, and I'll explain that as we play this inning here as Sadie Anderson comes to the plate for the Lady Raiders. 3 balls, 1 strike on Adams. And she hammers it right down that first baseline. Great catch by the young lady for the first out. It's going to bring Hand to the plate, number 24. Opportunity to help herself here as the pitcher of record. Takes ball low. And if I failed to mention, it's hot. It's still hot up here in this booth. There's no wind other than the little fan we got over here. Just hot, humid. Shout out to Mr. Steve and Mrs. Jill Colson for joining us, supporting the Lady Raiders on the NFHS Network. I hear they're kicked back at the beach somewhere. Their daughter Stephanie tells me. Thank you for viewing our broadcast. Got a courtesy runner for the pitcher, Shanti Batten. It's going to bring Katie Johnson to the plate. Two to nothing. Top of the second. That is, yes, top of the second. We are the visiting team this game, too. Squares the bunt. Brings it back. And we're going to have a stolen base by Ashanti. And she hits this one right up the middle. Good play by the second baseman. Out at first, sacks the runner over to third. Doodle Johnson was 3 for 3 in game 1 with a bunt hit. Ball is hit to the third baseman. She's going to fire over to first. It's going to end the inning. No harm, no foul from our Raiders here as we leave a couple stranded, or one stranded, excuse me, 2-0 as we move to the bottom of the second inning. We're going to take a quick break and be back in just a moment.
Andy Cawthorn Auto Sales is located US 1 South in Alma, Georgia. Andy specializes in late model cars and trucks with financing available. Andy has been in the automobile business for 30 years and over 10 years in Alma. Come experience the hometown friendly service at Andy Cawthorn Auto Sales. Like them on Facebook for the latest deals.
Here, bottom of the second, 2-0. Hand on the mound. Speaking of Hand, thank you to David Hand Insurance, State Farm provider, for being a huge supporter of Lady Raider softball. David is a community coach for our middle school program, and they are currently competing, unless it's not sure if there's a final. They're playing a team from Wayne County in the first round of the conference tournament middle school conference over at the recreation department this evening. Good pitch on that outside corner, just off the plate. Little pop in that leather there. Swing and a miss. For a strikeout for the first out of the inning. Pop up for the second out. Just what the doctor ordered here. Swing and a miss. No balls, one strike. This ball is going to be lifted. Shortstop, AJ grabs it. Brings it in. That special camera angle there as the girls come in the dugout. I want to thank our sponsors, Cody Electric and Plumbing Supply, Miss Lisa Coley. Folks, if you need anything, lighting fixtures, appliances, pipes, fittings, wires, you know, some of that DIY projects you have around the house, they've got it right there, right here in Alma, Georgia. They're open at 7 in the morning. I think they close at 6 in the evening, giving you plenty of opportunity to go by and see them for your needs, whether you're building a new home, you're remodeling, landscaping, putting some irrigation down in your yard. Go by and talk to one of their specialists in each of those areas. They even have a gun shop. Stop by and pick up ammunition as well as handguns and rifles. But anytime I've ever needed anything, or anybody has ever needed anything, it seems like Miss Coley is there to help in any way possible. Just like a lot of other businesses here in Alma and Bacon County, we encourage you, whether they are official sponsors of BCTV or not, we encourage you to shop local when possible. Back to the top of the lineup with Aniston Johnson. Aniston walked her first at bat of this game. She's looking for something to drive. And she smokes another one deep left, but just out of play. Another changeup. This ball is lifted to center field, and she squeezes it. I appreciate Aniston's hustle there as she's rounding first before the ball is caught. Want to be a fly out to center. Kamari Strozier is coming up with one out. I'd just like to put together one or two good innings here. Kind of flex our muscles. And Kamari strokes one right to the shortstop. Another great play on that left side. It's going to bring Zoe up, who had a double her first at bat with an RBI. She takes a Change up for strike. And she takes this one to right field. She's 2 for 2. Single and a double now. This ball is hit hard. That left side. Hodges pauses, but there's not going to be any problem getting to third base. She hesitated just a little. I don't know if Poff really liked that or not. But nonetheless, no problems there. Second and third with 2 outs. And that was Harper with the double. Skylar Clement with a ground out, her first at bat. Chance to stretch this lead with 2 outs. Ball's chopped foul. Popped up to the second baseman. Should be 3 outs, and it is. Lady Raiders lead 2 stranded. 2-0 as we head to the bottom of the third inning. We're going to take a quick break and be back in just a moment. Yep.
At Family Vision Care, we believe life is all about your vision. Family Vision Care is the leading provider of optometry services and vision care products in the Alma community, and we want to help you achieve and maintain a clear vision for years to come. Doctors James McQuaig and Blake Hutto and their staff provide award-winning eye care service for Southeast Georgia. With the newly constructed office filled with state-of-the-art equipment, they can diagnose and correct your vision with detailed accuracy. Visit www.fvcalma.com.
All right, here we back. Bottom of the third. I think. 2-0 Lady Raiders. This ball is chopped to the first baseman. Clements is going to step on the bag for the first out. I mentioned in the first game with our new technology where we're able to switch. If you're just joining us, we're able to got a couple different camera angles. Got a dugout cam right here. Earlier we had a camera on top of the dugout, which we had a great angle back toward infield, the pitcher and the batter. Strike one. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out here in the bottom of the third. Your Raiders are the visiting team in game 2. I have a replay feature, and I'm just waiting on a good play. We've had a couple. One, a diving catch and throw out by AJ, and then another pretty good play earlier this game, but I just failed to hit record on the iPad. But we got things rolling now, so I'll be able to, maybe we catch a replay here We'll do a replay on the next infield play. Two outs now. A lot of clouds over us. I don't want to jinx us, but hopefully we'll get this game in without any type of delay. I haven't looked at the radar, and I really not sure if I want to. Ball high in the zone. Really not much of a chance, just 20% chance of rain. A little bit on the radar toward Douglas. This ball is chopped to second. I tell you what, oh no. I'm not replaying that. Skyler just took her eye off the ball. It's going to be an error there. Runner on base at first with 2 outs. That's the kind of stuff that'll drive a coach crazy when you're trying to get this game under wraps in this series. Let's begin mental preparation for a Vidalia team that we just couldn't beat this season. They're the only region team that defeated us twice. We left a ton of runners in scoring position during those games. Just unable to get it done. And we're looking to be able to try and do that on Monday if we can get there. One ball, 2 strikes. Another foul ball. Staying alive. Another foul ball. Ball high. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Ball is hit out of play. Oh, close to the fence. Olivia almost be able to make the play. We'll give her another shot at it. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bottom of the 3rd. Line drive to the second baseman. Hey, let's do a little replay there. See if we can't just check. Line drive to the second baseman. Hey, let's do a little replay. The second baseman, 10-second replay. That's pretty cool stuff, you folks at home. We're going to take a quick break on the NFHS Network, powered by Play on Sports. Be back in a moment. All right, here we go. Sadie Adams is up to the plate. Top of the fourth. This ball is chopped to first. It's going to be one out for the Lady Raiders. One pitch, one out. Gracie Hand at the plate. Katie Johnson on deck, and Atlanta Johnson in the hole. Gracie with a walk, her first at bat. One ball, two strikes. Ball is hit into center field. Base hit for Gracie. Katie Johnson a chance to do some more damage with one out. The young catcher. This ball is hit sharply into center, but right to the center fielder for the second out. Brings Doodle to the plate. pass ball is going to allow the runner, Shanti, to advance to second. 2 outs. Again, most likely, Doodle will be swinging away, but the third baseman is not playing very close. She eases up a little bit, and Atlanta's going to shoot that one to right field. Oh, oh no! Collision at home. Catcher falls on her leg. I think she's going to get up. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. She gets up. Could have been a whole lot worse than that looked. Or excuse me. Yeah, it looked pretty bad. Both girls looks like they're going to be okay. Thank goodness. Safe at home. 3-0. Nobody's hurt. Top of the fourth. Back to the top of the lineup on a base hit. A fielder's choice double for Atlanta. I'm going to give her a double. How about that? Back to the top of the lineup with 2 outs. Runner on. Aniston Johnson. And she flips this one into left field. Going to get a base hit. And I'll tell you why. Because that young lady's back was against the fence. Base hit. RBI. For Johnson. It's going to bring Strozier to the plate with a sharply hit line drive to the shortstop, her last at bat. And Johnson's going to have her second stolen base of the night. Ball is hit right back up the middle. Man, I love to see that. Johnson's coming home. No play. Five to 0. Ball is hit into left center. Trouble. Here we go. Here we go. There's Zoe. Her second or third extra base hit. It's going to score. Harper up. She slaps it down the third baseline. Just foul. Ball in the dirt. 6-0 Raiders. Ball is hammered. Oh, what a great play by the shortstop for the third out of the inning. Tell you what, that deserves a replay. Ball is hammered. Oh, what a great play by the shortstop for the third out of the inning. Tell you what. We're going to take a quick break and be back in just a moment on the NFHS Network, powered by Play On.
Andy Cawthorn Auto Sales is located US 1 South in Alma, Georgia. Andy specializes in late model cars and trucks with financing available. Andy has been in the automobile business for 30 years and over 10 years in Alma. Come experience the hometown friendly service at Andy Cawthorn Auto Sales. Like them on Facebook for the latest deals.
All right, here we are. Bottom of the fourth now, 6-0. Raiders can tack on 2 more runs in the top of the fifth, and then we're 3 outs away if we can hold them here. It's going to be 1 out. For the Raiders. This ball is hit down that right field line. Oh, good hustle by Johnson. Was foul, though. What a play by Johnson. Guess what? We're going to look at that one. What a play by Johnson. Sir. Back to live. Hope you're enjoying this new technology at home as much as we are here. Maybe we'll have an opportunity for a couple cool replays tomorrow night at our football game. We're broadcasting live from Toombs County, the Pit. Be going on air about 7:20. Game time 7:30. Swing and a miss. Strike 2 with 2 outs. A little bit of lightning out to the west. Not getting any type of warnings. Thank goodness. If we can get it to the fifth. Great stop by Strozier, but really just no chance to get that out. Infield hit for the young lady. Great effort by Strozier. Again, I'll say this. I said it the first game. You'll be hard-pressed to find any 2 better defenders on the left side of the infield any classification in the state of Georgia with AJ and Strozier. Not to mention the strong arms they have. I was talking earlier about the state playoffs, and if we're fortunate to get there, which we will earn a spot by defeating Toombs here in Game 2, we'll earn a spot 1, 2, 3, or 4 beginning next week. And the important 2 slots is 1 and 2. For no other reason, you get to play at home at least one series. The number 1 seed is guaranteed 2. 2 series at home. The number 2 seed is guaranteed at least 1. But the 3 and 4 have to immediately travel. And in our case, we're going to be playing Region 1 AA, swing and a miss for strike 3. That ends the inning. I'm going to stay with it right here, explain the situation could be in. If you're the 3 or 4 seed out of Region 2, we're going to be playing an opponent, either the 1 or 2 seed from Region 1. And that's not too terrible. The problem you run into is the second round, when you would most likely face either number 1 seed Dodge County from Region 3 or number 1 seed Harlem from Region 4. And those are 2 stout teams that you really don't want to have to face until you get to Columbus. So being the number 1 seed, going over to Vidalia on Monday is going to be huge for the Lady Raiders. Last year, let me put it to you like this, just be flat out honest. Last year, we gave Jeff Davis the business, and they ended up being the 3rd seed, and they had to go up to Harlem in that second round, and they were eliminated by Harlem. And again, we just want to try, not that we can't defeat those teams, but you want to make it as easy a path to Columbus as possible. And to do that, we need to try and be the number 1 or 2 seed beginning next week. But if we win tonight, we will advance to the state playoffs and have an opportunity at a state championship. Again, I want to thank our sponsors, Mr. David Hand Insurance Agent or Agency. He is a State Farm provider, for his support for Lady Raider softball. I want to thank our 2018-19 title sponsors, Family Vision Care, Coley Electric and Plumbing Supply, Andy Cawthorn Auto Sales. Stop by and see Andy. If you're looking for he specializes in used cars. He can find you anything you want, any make or model. He has financing available. And if you have enough patience, and when I say patience, I don't mean it's going to take weeks or months. It can take days to a couple weeks to potentially find the vehicle of your choice. And he'll have it delivered to his place where you pick it up. You know what you're getting for your trade. You know what you're getting for the car you're purchasing right up front. And it's very easy. He's very friendly, just a good hometown guy. Part of Allen-Bacon County his whole life. Been in the car business for 30 years, in Alma for over 10. His family was part of the Cawthorn Vonador Chevrolet Buick Olds, I believe. That was really before I really remember all that was going on over in there in Appling County or Baxley. But he's been back in our community as a local businessman now. Supporting Allen-Bacon County athletics from recreational league all the way up through varsity level sports. Andy was a 3-sport star for Bacon County when he was in high school, and he just enjoys it. One ball, one strike on Sadie Adams. And she's going to take strike 2 high in the zone. And she rips this one down the line fair, and it gets past the right fielder. It's going to be trouble. Going to be a triple for Sadie. Clement is going to score. And I've said this all along. Now, Sadie used to bat in the 9 spot. Now she's backed up to the 6 spot. She's really and truly a leadoff hitter because she can bunt, she can hit for base hit, she can hit it in the gap like she just did right down the line. A lot of speed, very dangerous. Our whole lineup is dangerous. If we can just, again, start hitting consistently through the lineup and hitting when it counts with runners in scoring position, we're going to be really, really tough to beat as we continue into the regional playoff, or regional tournament, and into the state playoffs. Gracie Hand up to the plate now, trying to continue to help herself. It's 7-0. Top of the 5th. We need one more run. We got no outs. One more run and 3 more outs, and this game is in the books. So with no outs, runner at third, we stand a good chance of getting her in. And there's a pop-up. I don't think the catcher is going to be able to get to it to the fence. Rips it down the left field line there. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Another ball ripped down that line. That's the reason KP stands so far out of the and I asked her about it. She said, I'm getting tired of you messing with me about standing so far away from the coach's box. She said, I got buzzed too many times as a coach. So she backs way up and gets out of the way. Another foul ball out of play. Got to stay in there, keep our hands back. Just wait just a half a second longer. Another ball. That's a true off-speed pitch there. Catcher, good effort by the young lady, unable to make the play. 6 hits, 7 runs for the Lady Raiders. 2 hits, no runs for the Bulldogs. 6-2 is the final in Game 1. Been a long afternoon. We started at 4:25. This ball is hammered down the left field line. Oh, that's one of few balls that left fielder has not been able to scope out. Ball was foul. 2-2 the count. Trying to get that run home from third base to get that 8-run lead as we move to the bottom of the 5th. And that nope, another foul ball. Big gap between left and center field. 3-2 the count now. A lot of pitches thrown this at bat. Another foul ball down the line. Gracie Hand. Usually these lengthy at bats go in favor of the batter. We'll see. Katie Johnson on deck, followed by Doodle Johnson. This ball is lifted deep into left center. Home run in the back of the pickup truck. I was right, in favor. I'm going to have to hit the replay before because it's only a 10-second replay. Home run in the back of the pickup truck. I was right, in favor. I'm going to have to hit the replay before because it don't seem right. But anyway, I needed to crank it back to 15 seconds or so. But nonetheless, Gracie Hand jacks a 2-run home run in the back of the pickup there in left center. Can't believe one of those guys didn't try to catch it. They just all kind of scrambled, got out of the way. That ball was stroked now. 9-0. Katie Johnson, no outs. Swing and a miss. And that extra run's huge because, you know, anything could happen, an error or two, and next thing you know, Toombs scores a run in the bottom of the fifth. Still no outs. And there's it's going to be a off the glove of the pitcher. It's going to be an infield hit there for Katie. It's going to bring Doodle to the plate. And for the evening, she is 4 for 5. 3 base hits and a double. And 3 RBI. She's going to pop, that ball was foul. She attempted to bunt it. And I'll tell you what, that was a poke, again, by Gracie Hand. Folks, it is still hot. The air is so thick. She smoked that ball. A lot of height and a lot of distance. A foul ball. Ball low, gets away from the catcher. Runner will advance. Ducks out of the way from the inside pitch. She could have took one for the team there. It's going to be ball low, and she does walk anyway. Back to the top of the lineup. Doubled her last at bat, Aniston, RBI. 2 on. And that's the smoke ball right there, deep to left field. Another great catch by the left fielder. Wow. Johnson finally set back on one and just drove it, but unfortunately right to the left fielder, who's just about 15 feet off the fence. 1 out for Strozier, and swings at a ball low and inside. Again, just be a little more patient. Kamari doubled her last at bat. Ball gets away from the catcher. Runners advance, second and third with 1 out. Lindsey Baskin, and I failed to mention her name earlier, is our only senior. I think we have 7 juniors, a couple sophomore, a couple freshmen. Not sure what we got here. Coach is talking with the umpire. Not sure exactly what just transpired. It almost looked like, I don't know, the motion that the umpire just gave, it almost like he tossed the coach, but I don't think so. Ball high and inside. Now we're getting a little breeze coming in the front window here. Another flash of lightning. We got to get to the bottom of the fifth for this game to be official. I hate to say it, I almost want to get there's a base hit for Zoe right up the middle. 2 runs are going to score. Now I'll say this without any reservation. We need to get a couple. Let's make a couple outs here and get on to the bottom of the fifth, if you know what I mean. See, 1 run just scored there. 2 scored. 11-0. It's 4 RBIs for Zoe Hodges in this game. Looks like we got another pitcher going to come in. We're going to take a quick break. Be back in just another great play by the Lady Bulldogs outfield. However, the tag and score by the Lady Raiders is going to be 12-0. Top of the fifth. Sacrifice. for Harper. Runner advances to second. Ball is hammered down that left field line by Clement. 2 outs, 3 balls, 1 strike, 12-0. Trying to get to the bottom of the 5th. Lady Raiders hitting away here. Foul ball. Just foul. Ball's chopped to the shortstop. Unable to make the play. She's going to be safe at first. She beats it out. We'll even watch. Ball's chopped to the shortstop. Unable to make the play. She's going to be safe at first. She beats it out. And he's going to ask for help, but she was safe. I don't think they can overturn it. But stranger things have happened. Yep, she's out, and she should be. It's going to be the 3rd out of the inning. Good. Whoa, wait a minute. I done forgot what was going on here. No, she was actually safe. But they're going to call her out. It's going to end the inning. Maybe for mercy's sake. I don't know. But either way, we're going to take one more quick break as we move to the bottom half of the 5th and see if we can't get 3 outs and end this.
At Family Vision Care, we believe life is all about your vision. Family Vision Care is the leading provider of optometry services and vision care products in the Alma community, and we want to help you achieve and maintain a clear vision for years to come. Doctors James McQuaig and Blake Hutto and their staff provide award-winning eye care service for Southeast Georgia. With the newly constructed office filled with state-of-the-art equipment, they can diagnose and correct your vision with detailed accuracy. Visit www.fvcalma.com.
All right, we're back, bottom of the 5th. Lady Raiders 12-0, trying to close this best-of-3 series out in 2 games here at home. Head to Vidalia, Georgia on Monday. The most important thing about this series is it guarantees us a spot in the state tournament, and I don't know how many years running that is. I will find that out and present that to you Monday on our broadcast live from Vidalia, barring any anything that comes up. Obviously, weather is an issue for us when we travel to Vidalia. I don't think there's any place for us to set up other than basically the outfield. With our wireless technology, we still have to have some power, which I have a portable generator available to me. First out of the inning. A couple other logistical things, but can you go Monday? Ball just a little high, gets away from Katie. Hand on the mound, looking for another big win on the season. Again, thank you to David Hand Insurance Agency, a State Farm provider. Strozier for the second out of the inning. Down to 1. And unfortunately, this will end the season for the Lady Bulldogs with one more out. Some emotion on that side as well. Ball lifted back out of play. This ball should be foul. I thought it might have been going to make it to Clement. It did not. We won't waste any time as we sign off of this game. I want to thank our administrators for giving us the opportunity to do this. Principal Tracy Martin, Assistant Principal Scott Brown, CTAE Director Clint Johnson. We are BCTV Productions, or Red Raider Broadcasting, out of the Engineering and Technology Department at Bacon County High School, a part of our local CTSO or club, Technology Student Association. We are a student broadcasting team, or program I should say, through the NFHS network. Strike 3, third out, ends the inning, ends the game, ends the series. Our Lady Raiders will travel to Vidalia on Monday, take on the Vidalia Lady Indians. See if we can't get them this time. They beat us twice during the regular season. We need to beat them twice in the postseason. I want to congratulate Coach Poff and her staff on a successful series here, and wish them the best next week. Join us tomorrow night as we travel to Toombs County as our Big Red Raider football team comes off a huge rivalry and Region 2 victory over the Jeff Davis Yellow Jackets from last Friday. Let's see if we can carry that momentum over to Toombs County for another huge matchup of Region 2 opponents. See if we can take care of business. But on behalf of myself, Brent Johnson, Johnny Big Team, Tate Taylor, for producing the show this evening, I want to thank you for joining us, our subscribers, and thank our sponsors, David Hand, State Farm Insurance Agent, Family Vision Care, Andy Cawthon Auto Sale, and Coley Electric and Plumbing Supply. Thank you for joining us this evening as the Lady Raiders wrap up this series 6-2 and 12-0. Good night, and God bless.